Hey everyone, let me tell you about Score with STEM and what we're doing here with our ecosystem in Cleveland and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So when you think of STEM, maybe for our Black and Brown audiences, it could be kind of boring, like what coding or what I'm just going to go dissect something. But when you attach it to the Cleveland Cavaliers, now you're talking. I'm even wearing a shirt where it's like strategically the basketball going into the word STEM just to bring in that attraction. Now you got my attention. We know that the NBA is like on fire, the whole franchise. And when you talk Cleveland Cavaliers, now you're hitting home. Now I'm drawing you in. All of our youth were excited to come down, and we were so super duper excited to work with Trisha to make it happen. Trisha, just go ahead and like share some of those things that we talked about when we originally brought about this whole concept.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things for us is the Cavs and Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse host hundreds of concerts, games, and events every year. And most of those events are scheduled or set by a promoter. But as we found this year, some of our best events are simply born out of ideas. We have an incredible fan base and brand here in Northeast Ohio. And this year, after identifying STEM as an education pillar in our community, we wanted to leverage our reach and increase the exposure of Black and Brown students into the world of STEM. That's where NeoSTEM came into play for us. They are an incredible partner. And when you think about it, attending a Cavs game, most people don't think of STEM or STEM careers or really any correlation there, truthfully. And we found that the Score with STEM event was the best way to kind of marry the worlds of STEM and basketball, because our players, while they're on the court, exhibit acts of STEM in every single movement that they do. Behind the scenes, internal front office staff, we have an incredible world of STEM just to make this giant building run. And I think one of the biggest pieces for us is just finding a way to increase in exposure of STEM to Cleveland, Ohio, to Black and Brown students, and to find a way to really bring them into our building and make Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse the epicenter of STEM. So, Ebony, like she said, our session is going to focus on the incredible and growing partnership of the Cavs and NeoSTEM, and how we pulled off this educational, impactful STEM event, and hopefully how it can be replicated in all of your areas too.
I know, Trisha, one of the things that we were excited about with NeoSTEM was all the partners that we brought to the table. So in order to make Score with STEM like come alive in the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, those were our partners, all of our industry partners, academia, they were at the table to have those cool events. So something like the trajectory of a basketball into a hoop, now you're talking STEM. And we were just literally reeling in the students, the families, and they were having a ball. Even our own basketball players, like you want to share with them that quick little gem of one of our fan favorites that has STEM, you know, like at the top of his list.
Oh, absolutely. So Jared Allen, who is our all-star center. He is one of our biggest proponents of STEM here in Cleveland and in the NBA. So he actually was able to pre-record a video for us, spelling out his passion and why this event and STEM in general was so important to him. That is something that none of these kids are going to forget. Whenever they see somebody in that position that he is in, that they are able to point to, some of the kids have his jersey. And when they see him saying, hey, STEM is amazing, and here's why I think you guys should be more involved in it, and this is what I love to do with STEM. I mean, the bug-eyed, like people were just, the kids, you could just see the excitement on their faces, seeing one of their idols talk about something like math or technology or robots. So that was a huge piece for us, was just being able to, again, kind of marry the two worlds, and to showcase one of our incredible players.